MacVoices TV at Macworld 2010 is sponsored by Data Robotics, the makers of Drobo and Drobo S, the world's best data storage experience. Hi, I'm Chuck Joyner, and this is MacVoices TV. We're still on the show floor at Macworld 2010 in San Francisco. This time we finally fought our way to the Boinx Software booth to talk to Oliver Breidenbach, the CEO of Boinx, about what their new software looks like this time around. Oliver, it's good to see you.
Oh, thanks for having me on the show again.
Hey, we talked earlier in the week, but I thought it was important we see some of this stuff now that you've got the booth set up and all running. But I have to tell you, I don't think this show would be doing what it's doing without BoinxTV. Everywhere I go, somebody's running video with BoinxTV.
Oh, that's great. That's great. That's why we did it. That's what this is all about.
I think you're taking over the show without anybody knowing it.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so earlier in the week you talked about some of the new things that you're shipping and showing at the show. So I just asked you to take us through some of the new features of those programs.
Okay, the first thing we shipped just as the show floor opened was FotoMagico 3.1. And new in 3.1, we've now added a feature called chapters, and that allows you to group slides together, so that if you have to manage a huge collection of slides in your slideshow, it's easier to keep them organized. So you can structure your slideshow now, and you can collapse all the slides that belong to a chapter into one stack, so to make a little space. So if you're doing slideshows with hundreds of images in them, it's now much easier to manage those. And the chapters are also preserved when you do an export to a QuickTime file, or if you burn your stuff to DVD, your chapters are right there.
Okay, so it's an organizational kind of thing.
Yeah, it's an organizational kind of thing, yeah. And it's also the base for new things to come later this year.
You're teasing us, Oliver.
I'm teasing you.
How about effects? Anything new in that area, or have we just retained all the great effects of the original FotoMagico?
We have not added any more transitions. Since FotoMagico 2, we've added with FotoMagico 3, we had added movies. We have added additional soundtracks. So we had to do lots of cleanup work and all these kinds of things. And now we're getting to a point where we now can add more effects again. But the most important thing that's going to happen maybe later this year, or hopefully later this year, is that we are adding another mode that allows you to do a timeline sort of control over the slideshow. Right now you have this very beautiful slides-oriented interface where you have one slide after the other, but you might want to be able to tweak the timing a little more, and so we're gonna work on that.
Great. What else do we have?
PhotoPresenter 4 shipped after we've been in development for a little over a year with the product that we originally bought from Arizona Software, and so now we're happy that it's finally shipping. It's a team-based slideshow presentation app. It's for the cases where you are maybe at a party or a trade show or something, and you're shooting images and you want the people to see the images right there. So you don't have a lot of time to set up a story, to do all the sorting through the slides. You just load in your images, select the ones you want, select the theme, and go. And the neat thing is it remembers the settings per album. So you can bring in new images into your album, it still remembers all the settings. And so it's very easy to automate this process.
So that's one that's not quite for live production, but a live event kind of thing to do it. And the other one is one where you want a lot more granular control over what's happening.
Yes, exactly. So the one is for telling the story. I think the other one is sort of like the story is already there, you just supply the meat, so.
Got it. Why don't we take a second and take a look at BoinxTV too, because it's become so popular and at this show, and of course I like to teach you about it, but I'm very serious. It's really become a production tool that a lot of people are using to take advantage of taking video out to the web or to anywhere else they want to take it.
Yeah, that's. I think we've been working hard on BoinxTV, and it's exactly what what we thought that people should be using it for. So we're very excited to see that it's used on the show floors in this exciting way. And I'm certain that we can leverage this technology for this show even more. We had lots of sessions that were still recorded the traditional way and are not available right now for viewing because they still have to do the post-processing and all kinds of things. And I think all the podcasters, you guys, you are getting more and more into video, and so we should have we should have an area like a studio on the show floor where you guys can come in and use the technology and equipment and create your content, right? So that not everyone has to bring their own team, their own studio. So that would be something that I would like very much, and I hope that we can, and also it would be like a TV studio where the Macworld attendees could come and learn about how to make how the TV guys do it, and something maybe with a participation, maybe a class or something like that, running where people actually get to do their hands-on stuff. I would like that very much.
I would definitely love to see BoinxTV featured that way. Can you give us a look at it?
I can give you a quick look at it, and I can also tease you with some things.
You already did that once. You're going to do it again?
Yeah, you can do it again. I have a brand new version of BoinxTV 2 that is going to hit the show floor next year. So you have something to look forward to. So this is BoinxTV 2, a very early development version. So I probably shouldn't show it, but I'm taking a risk here.
Well, now other people are going to see this and they're going to be wanting it sooner.
Yes, well, okay. So one thing we're working on is the actual video switching right here. We had a video switching capability right now, but it's a layer. We implemented it as a layer, and that doesn't work very well. So we were taking that out and making it a basic feature of the application. So you now have a video switcher more traditional way. You can do A/B queuing and do the transition with a slider there to make it smooth. And the other thing we do is we add streaming capabilities, and in this version I have a prototype of something interesting. I can actually use the iPhone to watch the stream right now. Started here, and so it's live streaming from BoinxTV into the iPhone.
Wow.
So directly from the application into the iPhone.
Now, how? Not to be smart, how are we getting there? Are we going over a private network here in the booth?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a wireless LAN network that we shared here from the computers.
Okay. But I don't care. That's still pretty impressive.
This is not fake. This is real.
Did I say anything? No, that's intriguing. I can think of a lot of conference situations where something like that would be amazingly valuable.
Yes. Of course, the number one requested feature is streaming out of the application. But we also have other ideas, like how would it be like if we had 100 cameramen on the show floor with the ability to use the iPhone as a camera? Wouldn't that be cool? You have that's really audience participation, right?
And I'm sure this is just the stuff you're willing to tease me with. There's got to be more, isn't there?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Oliver, I've learned more and more about BoinxTV and about the things that I can do with it myself, and it looks like now I've got even more to learn, but that's just fantastic. Congratulations on a whole suite of great products and a great week at Macworld.
Okay, thank you.
We'll see you back here next year?
Yeah, most definitely.
Good, good. It's good to see you, my friend. Take care. Take care. I'm Chuck Joyner, and that's it from the Boinx booth on the show floor at Macworld 2010. We'll be back again with more, and maybe we won't be teased next time. Thanks for watching. MacVoices TV at Macworld 2010 is sponsored by Data Robotics, the makers of Drobo and Drobo S, the world's best data storage experience. MacVoices TV is part of the MacVoices Group and a member of Mac Level 10.